moving on, I wanted to talk about some other recent developments. This time in Afrobeat, starting with, as Wale would say, your boy Davido. Davido recently, and while we're talking about billboards, he recently graced the cover of Billboard. It was him, and I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen the pictures?
No, I haven't seen it.
Let me show you. It was him, Tiwa Savage, and Mr. Easy.
Oh yeah, I saw.
You saw that,
yeah.
so yeah, I'm gonna post it in the video. But it was a pretty big look. I think this is the first time I'm seeing an Afrobeat star on the cover of Billboard. It was him, like I said, Mr. Easy and Tiwa Savage.
I think that's a nice spectrum.
It is, and some people argue that those are like some of the biggest stars we have right now. You can argue some other names like Burna, and like
I think consistently,
Wizkid.
In terms of like the biggest stars right now, they would be consistent.
Those three, yeah.
Burna Boy, he's more so like big as of recently.
Yeah.
Even though he's been around for a while, he's becoming more popular over the past year or so.
Yeah.
So I do think the artists they selected are
representative.
They're representative.
Good representative. I agree.
Well, Mr. Easy, he is also like a newer star compared to Davido.
He is, but he's been really consistent lately too. Great artists. Big ups to both of them. I know there were some things that came up afterwards with Burna Boy and Davido kind of throwing shade at each other, but I don't think there was
because
any.
of the.
It wasn't necessarily because of that. I think Davido had come out with he had posted something, right, with him and Wizkid. He had posted this picture. See that picture?
Yeah.
And and he tagged it the two greatest of all time, no cap. And I think some people obviously felt some type of way about that. Some people probably directed some messages at Burna, and Burna came back out and he was saying stuff like, some of us, we made it by ourselves. We didn't need our fathers to.
I'm not surprised that Burna would say
up.
that. He's very arrogant, to say the least.
He is.
But it suits his whole personality, his persona.
It does.
So it's cool.
Africa is a country full of big egos, man. This is what, a lot of Nigerian men are known for. Very proud, very prideful.
Too proud.
You think too?
Yeah, definitely.
Really? Like compared to other men?
I mean, I can't really compare to other men, but I'm just speaking of
from your experience.
My experience and what I've seen. Too proud. There's always something such as too much pride.
Too much pride.
Yeah.
Interesting observation. And yeah. So I thought that was a really, really good look. And for those wondering, the song I just played in the beginning, that's Mabel. It's
really nice song.
It's featuring Davido. It's one of Davido's artists, Dremo. I love the song.
Yeah.
I love the video. I did make an observation in the video though. I felt like Davido he's really maturing. You remember back in the days when Davido in videos you see him and he'd be all over the girls and he'd be like, oh, extra touchy, but you could tell he's like now he's starting to like set boundaries.
I would hope so.
Even in this video, like he was very careful. He wasn't like he was just singing. He was crooning. I'll show you a little clip. Hold on.
I would hope so.
And you can tell like he's just really into his art now. Oh, wait a second. I forgot to shut that off. And you can see he's just chilling. And you compare him to Dremo, who's all over. Look at Dremo. He's all over the girl. He's kissing. He's just like he's just being an artist.
He's not being an artist. That's not Davido. That is Chioma.
Really? You think so?
Of course.
You think she's had an effect on him?
Not necessarily had an effect, but she's basically like, nigga, don't play me.
Yeah,
don't try.
But he's a performer though. He's allowed to do stuff like that.
Still.
Really?
You can still have video girls. You don't have to be like swooning all over them and touchy in the video.
Yeah, I just watching Davido, you could just even the way he moves these days, he's a lot more like after Davido after Burna Boy came at him talking about your dad, he didn't feed into it. Usually the old Davido would have come up with something reckless to say. I think he just kind of just stayed above it. I forgot exactly what he said. I could look it up later. But he's moving a little differently now. And I think he knows that, especially, you're on the cover of Billboard. He's always had this exposure in America, but I think now the exposure is a little, it's different. He's getting some certain looks that he didn't get before. Very proud of him for that, because there's no easy feat. There are artists in the United States that aren't getting on those covers. You know what I'm saying? So we have to acknowledge when these things happen. And yeah, it's just, I think for me, it's just good to see. It's unfortunate Wally wasn't here because I'm sure he would have given some counterpoint. But it's good to see our artists are thriving. It's good to see Afrobeat still alive and well. And that's something to be very, very proud of.